Houston, we have a problem.
Give me all you got!
But what I do have are a very particular set of skills.
Give me back my gun! I didn't kill my wife! I don't care!
Hello and welcome to another episode of Stand and Watch, the best and only dad movie podcast you're ever going to listen to because we killed all the others.
They messed around and got killed.
Yeah.
It's what happens when you do the mess around.
Yeah. They
Don't
messed
mess around.
around and found out. That's my dad joke for this episode. I'm doing it early.
Doing it now. Well, that was mine too. So thanks for stealing my joke. Joke theft is super serious, Mr. AI fresh AI backer guy stealing my jokes.
Hey, I'm not the one who works for an AI first corporation.
Hey. Damn it, I do. I can't. I do. I really do. And it's gonna get me fired one of these days. But I just can't help but slob on AI's cob. So here I am. What I do.
Hi, Steve.
AI. Hi, Steve. Hi, standees. All the real standees out there, not the fake ones. The fake ones we pay for to boost our listener numbers.
I didn't realize we had the budget for that.
I didn't tell you about it. Couple $100,000. I got us onto a deal the same deal Amy Poehler's podcast got that boosted her numbers.
Why haven't I seen any of this money?
There's no money. There's no money yet. We're slowly learning what everyone else is learning. That the follows mean nothing.
No.
Means
But the
nothing.
money that you spent to get these fake listeners.
They were supposed to go to a Patreon that we were supposed to. Oh shit, we didn't start the Patreon.
No, we didn't.
That's where the money was supposed to come from.
So
Was
you
the Saps paying for the Patreon?
So hang on, I'm confused. Did you or did you not pay for this fake listener service?
We did. We were. It was kind of like an old record deal where it's like, hey, we'll give you the new Beatles, but you got to take this Monkeys album too.
How much did it cost?
Like not my number to say out loud.
How many copies of The Nice Guys on 4K could we have purchased instead?
A lot. We
This
could have.
is-
We could have paid enough money for those that it would have convinced Shane Black to write good movies again.
This is the greatest betrayal I've ever experienced.
I'm sorry. I was looking for a shortcut, and it turns out there's no shortcut in being a good podcaster. Besides being rich, which we're not rich enough to keep up with the amount of money we'd have
Or-
to keep paying it.
I mean, we're literally killing our competition, so
We're killing them, but we're not out there like, say, Ben Shapiro, like pushing to, be awarded a Golden Globe for our podcast. We need that kind of money to really, really start. What I'm saying is we got into the game too late.
oh, the Golden Globes. How you devalue yourself.
I can't wait for the first podcast winner to be Ben Shapiro's podcast.
There's no way.
If it wins, I might go give it a listen.
Was that somebody said, I don't know who it was, but somebody was talking about Elon Musk and somebody replied that every place he's invited to is devalued by just on the notion that they've sent an invitation.
Yeah, I forget the lady's name, but she's apparently not a very good person either.
No,
And it's the fact that she's bagging on him, so it's infighting between like groups of the worst people you know.
I don't.
And
I don't know the lady. I just know that it was going around, and I'm like, yeah, man, just like sending the invitation devalues the invitation. That's what the Golden Globes has done.
it's that old joke, and I'm trying to. I don't want to be in any club that would have me. Was that? Well, Google's telling me it's one person. I guarantee it's not. Marx sent this line as a telegram to a Hollywood club he had joined to announce his resignation. Is that Groucho? Yeah, Groucho Marx.
I don't want any club that would have me.
Yes. So she
Yeah.
just, I love it when a classic line is reused on social media, and everyone on social media's mind is blown because it's something they had never heard anything like it. But then you can like, well, actually, here's this thing from like forever ago. Calm down, guys.
Anyway, I say this as a podcast host. The Golden Globes has devalued themselves by creating a best podcast category. No podcast should be given an award.
You know what? I honestly think they started that just so they could give Amy Poehler an award. I honestly think that's what it is. They want to give Amy Poehler an award. She's not far along enough in her career to give it like one of those like honorary awards.
Why not? Just do it.
No, they want to have that relationship with her. So then, oh, spider! Right in my face too, dude. You're gonna take that out, right?
No, of course not.
But no, they want to have that relationship with her. Did she host the Globes ever? I don't remember.
Yeah, her and Tina
Her and
Fey
Tina-
hosted a bunch of times. I think 3.
So maybe they want to get back in her good standings. But hey, we gave you best podcast in the inaugural year. Will you host for a year or two? And bring Tina with you, please. Bring Tina with you.
No, man, I feel like they could just ask her to host and they'll do it.
Yeah, but people with money, they are what's the word I'm looking for? Idiots, and find a way to spend money when they don't need to.
It's all so dumb.
It's really dumb.
Just dumb.
All that to say that hey, if you want to nominate Stand and Watch, we will gladly show up in. We'll do it. We'll do a Matt and Trey, and we'll show up in dresses.
I always had a dream if I was ever invited to an award show, I would show up in a tuxedo T-shirt.
See, I would go an extra step further and just like tuxedo T-shirt, and then maybe like a skimpy pair of short shorts.
I don't
My
have
legs are like
I don't have the legs for short shorts. They're too
I don't
hairy,
either.
and
Nobody has the legs for short shorts who
my
wears
ass
them in that kind of setting.
my ass is too flat. But I've always wanted to just show up in a tuxedo T-shirt. Be like, I'm nominated. You can't get rid of me.
Yeah, hey, if you get me on that stage, that's your fault. You voted me up there.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I also promised my dad if I ever was nominated for a major award, I would bring a fake Folgers can of his ashes, and if I won, I would trip. I would bring him up with me and trip.
So before they even know what's in the can, you trip. Some of it comes out. You get up there. You're holding the can. Like, this is my dad.
Well, the bit
dad-
is that like on the red carpet, I'd be with the Folgers can and be like, "What do you got that for?" "Oh, these are my dad's ashes." And I would like Dad would be my guest. You know how you can bring a guest? So in the seat next to me would be the Folgers container. And then if I won, I would bring it up with me and trip, and it would spill everywhere.
You would set Folgers back 20 years, just like that incest commercial.
And then
You're my
y
present
you know,
figure.
I try to sweep him up and put him back in, and I'd be like, can we get somebody to clean up my dad?"
You get one of the assistants that they have. Like, those are young assistants that like are just volunteering because they hope it'll like up their career. You're like, does anyone have a hand vacuum?
Yeah,
Is there a
but
hand vacuum backstage? I
and
gotta
he
vacuum up my dad.
and the thing is, I would do this even if he was still alive. I would just tell people those are his ashes,
That's my dad. He passed
right?
pretty sudden.
Because like if I had the luxury of getting nominated for an award and he's not dead yet, I'm not gonna pass up the opportunity to do the bit.
You still do it. You still do it. Yeah.
Yeah,
And then you hope that you win because you're never getting invited to whatever the award ceremony is again. Jeff
exactly.
Keighley's not going to have you back for the Game Awards.
I would never go to the Game Awards.
I wouldn't either. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
What are you getting from the game? Like, what do you besides getting to network with people, which you can basically just do online?
Yeah, you want me to sit in a theater for 3 hours and watch trailers? No.
I can do that. What are you talking? You have YouTube. Why am I here?
Yeah. Usually when I go to
can't-
sit in a theater to watch trailers, it's followed by a movie. A full
When
movie.
folks are like, I go to network. My mind always goes, just go to CES. Go to the go to GDC in February or in March, whenever it is.
Go to
Like, go
PAX.
then. Go to that. Like,
DM people.
oh, Spider's back.
You didn't get it?
No, I hit him and I couldn't find him. Now he's on the back of a receipt for my records that I bought recently.
Well, now you can't
He's
return
dead.
them.
He's dead. He did the mess around.
Oh yeah. Speaking of that, did we even say what movie we're talking about?
No, did we introduce ourselves?
No, I'm Matt.
I'm Nick. We're doing a special episode for American Thanksgiving.
Yeah, fake Thanksgiving.
Planes, trains, and automobiles. Let me just get right into it because we messed around early up top and spent a lot of time. Here is the Wikipedia on planes, trains, and automobiles. Planes, Trains, and Automobiles is a 1987 American road trip comedy film written, produced, and directed by John Hughes. And starring Steve Martin and John Candy, it tells the story of Neil Page, an uptight market executive, and Del Griffith, a well-meaning but annoying salesman, become travel companions when their flight is diverted and embark on a 3-day odyssey of misadventure trying to reach Chicago in time for Neil's Thanksgiving dinner with his family. Film was produced by Paramount Pictures and Hughes Entertainment and released by Paramount Pictures on November 25th, 1987. Wow, we're recording on the 24th. Look at that.
Look
Almost
at that.
40 years. Almost 40 years to the day. To critical acclaim, with many praising it for Hughes' deviations from teen comedies, as well as Martin and Candy's performances. It is a box office success, earning $49.5 million on a $15 million budget. The film has gained a cult following over the years, being a Thanksgiving tradition for many. I agree. It is.
Are there any other
real-
Thanksgiving movies besides this and Spider-Man?
I don't think so. I don't think there's really Spider-Man as the one scene. Let's do our Jared Leto part of the show where we see if somebody from this movie passes the smell test. I know John Candy very well. I watched the I Like Me documentary because I'm a cultured man. Let's click on John Hughes and see if he was problematic. I bet you he was.
I feel like he wasn't.
He has the look. He has the
I
you're
think
gonna
you're thinking,
find some shit out about me after I die.
I
Look.
feel like you're thinking of John Landis,
Maybe.
who passed his problematic genes down to his son.
Oh no, I'm okay. So he's dead. Oh no, John Hughes is dead. He died. Oh no, he's dead. Why? I was just wondering why he hadn't put out a movie in so long.
That would do
When
it.
were you gonna tell me?
That would do it.
Let's read about his death. August 5th, 2009, Hughes and his wife traveled to New York City to visit their son James and their new grandson. James said his father appeared to be in good health that night. Family had made plans for the next day. On the morning of August 6th, Hughes was taking a walk close to his hotel on West 55th Street in Manhattan when he suffered a heart attack. He was rushed to Roosevelt Hospital, where he was pronounced dead at 59. Hughes' funeral was held on August 11th in Chicago and was attended by his wife, his two children, his grandchildren, along with celebrities. He is buried at Lake Forest Cemetery. Let me click on the cemetery, see if we can go there now. It's up near Lake Forest, Illinois, which is near Chicago. We should go. We should go say we should. You know, it was probably for the best because if he had lived long enough, this guy would he have been a Trumper?
Would he? You think?
I don't know. Anytime I hear about a celebrity dying at like in their 50s or 60s, I'm always like, you know what? It's probably for the best. They made their money. Their swing into the other side of politics was probably not too far from us.
Would Robin Williams have been a Trumper?
He would have done something crazy. He would have been dating Katy Perry.
You think?
He would have been dating Katy Perry.
Was he not married? Was he not happily married?
I think he was happily married, but he's been dead for almost 10 years now?
Yeah, 2014.
Something would have happened. I just always suspect the worst from any human being. Just the worst. Name a human being, I can probably tell you they did something bad.
Keanu Reeves.
Well, here's the thing about Keanu. That's the one exception. The pilot episode of Community, which broadcast on September 17th, 2009, was dedicated to Hughes. I did not know that.
Neither did I.
Huh.
Good for them.
He passes the smell test. He's dead, so not that smell test, but the controversy smell test.
Do you think anybody in this movie wouldn't pass the smell test?
Does Steve Martin have some skeletons?
I mean, I think his wife is like 40 years younger than him, but
I mean, if you're gonna tell me someone in Hollywood is married to someone 40
and also
younger
looks
than them.
suspiciously like Tina Fey, but other than that, I think that's more of a kink thing than anything.
The dude wants to fuck Tina Fey. Get in line, man.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, I other than that, I don't know.
My thing about him is that he's always looked like he's 50 or 60 with his hair has been gray for as long as I've known him. I've never seen him without gray hair.
I mean, he had gray hair in The Jerk.
Yeah, and that was one of his first roles, right?
I think that was his first movie.
Man, I wonder if he still stands by The Jerk.
I watched The Jerk last like a year or so ago. It holds up.
It's really good. It's
It is.
really he must really hate these cans.
It's
I
so
quote that
stupid. It's
often.
it might be the perfect stupid movie.
That's the one line I quote from that movie, and that's it. I don't quote anything else from that movie because I can't.
I
can't.
I
And
do
if
enjoy
did,
I do enjoy the one bit where he discovers he has rhythm.
it's been a little bit since I've seen The Jerk,
He
but
didn't think he had it
man,
because
that
he's
movie
white. Then he discovers he has rhythm.
that movie is crazy. That movie is very Naked Gun-esque.
It's such a perfect thing of like the whole. There's a fine line between clever and stupid.
It's
That movie is so stupid, it's smart somehow.
The movie, if I had to explain it in like less than 5 words, it's Steve Martin saying the N word, but it being okay because he was adopted.
Good
Oh,
movie. Good movie. We should put
maybe we
that
should
on the
add
wheel.
that to a future wheel.
Yeah, we can't do it on the next wheel because that's finalized.
That's fine. We finalized that wheel.
I'm gonna
That wheel's done.
I'm gonna put it on my list to eventually add to a wheel.
Um, real quick before we get into the movie, want to do our dad approved letterbox reviews.
Yes. You go first.
Mine comes from Chris Evangelista. Gave the movie 4 stars and said, "I miss John Candy." Me too, Chris. Me too.
We all do. I got a review here from Macy, who gave this movie 5 stars and wrote, "Only bad part of this movie is its lack of an Oxford comma."
No, because of there should just be another. There should be another comma, right? It's missing the second comma.
Well, it's planes, comma, trains,
Trains.
and automobiles. It should be trains, comma, and automobiles.
Well, maybe it's lumping trains and automobiles into the same category, and then the comma would come after automobiles if, like, maybe they got on a boat. Planes, trains, and automobiles, comma, boats, and boats.
Surprised they never made a sequel to it. Just keep adding forms of
Keep a-
transportation.
Don't give Josh Gad ideas, god damn it. We need to keep that man away from legacy comedies.
Planes, trains, automobiles, and boats. And then the third one could be planes, trains, automobiles, boats, and blimps.
That's how Gad's gonna pitch it when he gets into a room that neither of us was never gonna be allowed in. And they're gonna be like, God damn it, Gad, you did it again. Goddamn genius. I like this kid. I like this 40-year-old kid, Josh Gad. He's going, please.
Oh,
And Josh Gad will write himself into it. He'll be the new John Candy character, just like he's gonna be the new Mutt in Spaceballs 2: The Quest for More Money.
I know you're not a fan of him, but should we put Josh Gad as himself in our Jason Statham script?
We should, and he's selling gambling betting site.
Yeah,
he's doing a betting site ad read or whatever.
yeah, he's promoting it. Like he's doing those like Kevin Hart MGM sports betting commercials.
Yeah, and then Statham just comes in and just
Beats him, like kicks his fucking ass.
he's at the betting. He's at their headquarters where they're filming the ad, and he just kicks his ass.
I feel like he would do it.
Who, Gad would do the ad, or Statham would kick his ass?
No, like Gad would agree to do the movie and play
Because he sold it.
himself and get his ass beaten.
Because he would tell himself it's for the laugh, it's for the goof.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe I'll meet Josh Gad in person one time, and like maybe I'll like him. But just I mean, I liked him in Avenue 5. I thought he was really good in Avenue 5. He played a really good sleazeball in Avenue 5. But see, that's the thing is I think he was, and I'm gonna get myself. I think he was playing himself in Avenue 5. I think he was finally able to let the wall down and be like, no, this is me. This is who I am. Like if everything is going to shit, it's me, then everybody.
He was never in Curb, was he? He should have been.
I think he was in Curb. Did he run one of the spice shops in Curb?
Did he? I
It
feel
was
like
Jonah Hill,
Jonah Hill was in there.
Josh Gad, Curb.
Oh, he was.
No,
in
he was
Curb.
he was a doctor. He was a doctor in it, I think.
Oh. See, he should have played. He should have played himself.
He was his chiropractor.
No, see, he should have played himself, and he should have played himself as a jerk.
Those are the when I like it when I do like it when an actor lets down the walls and shows you their real self. And I'm like, yeah, okay, like cool. Like, yes, this is what I like.
I feel like anybody who went on Curb and played an asshole version of themselves or a stupid version of themselves, I'm much more inclined to like that person.
Right.
Like even Sean Penn went on Curb and played himself and made fun of himself.
Who did one of the spice shops? It was what's his name from 21 Jump Street? Jonah Hill. Jonah Hill did it. And
Jonah Hill did it.
played a version of himself. That was
Sean-
right around the time he got in trouble for using therapy talk
Yeah.
to talk down to his lady friend.
I mean, Sean Penn did it and yelled at a bird. Like, it just makes me like that person more.
we need more people willing to take the piss.
Anyway,
I just, again, and I'm gonna like to anyone who knows Josh Gad personally hearing this, they're like if Steve knows him and he's like, well, Gad's actually really not. But I don't know. I read the man's memoir and I left it and I was like, man, I don't like this man. Usually you read someone's memoir and you like him a lot more.
and you didn't?
I didn't. There was one touching moment where, speaking of Robin Williams, he wrote him a letter after seeing him in the Book of Mormon, and that was nice.
That just
But
makes me
also, I'm
like
like, why
Robin
put-
Williams.
But also, why? But that's a nice private moment. Why are you monetizing this nice private moment you have with this man who's now dead?
I think you know what? Maybe you'll like him when he comes to set to film himself getting beaten up or killed by Jason Statham.
Maybe. I don't know. Anytime someone writes a memoir and they're like in their 40s, I'm like, oh, you're just doing this to stay in the public eye. You don't have a project coming up. Frozen 3 hasn't been greenlit, and you're like, all right, I got to twiddle my thumbs until something happens. And now he's attaching himself to every legacy comedy that they're rewriting. I'm just like,
What's
cool.
the right age for someone to write a memoir?
I think I think it depends upon your
Or
career, which it seems like
As Osborne Cox would say, memoir.
memoir. I'd say I think once you hit 50, like that's memoir age. Like 30 and 40 is when you're working your ass off to like leave your mark.
Yeah.
And but like if let's say like you're in your 40s and you get a diagnosis that's not looking good, write your fucking memoir. Josh Gad, we didn't need it, man. Unless there's something I don't know and that like years from now this podcast is replayed and I look like a fucking asshole. My bad. But I didn't need all that, Gad. I didn't. Can we get to planes, trains, and automobiles?
Yeah,
And boat?
you brought Gad up. I was just doing a funny bit about commas.
You got me started about Gad. You know he starts me up.
I didn't you brought him up first.
You know he starts me.
I didn't mention him
But
until you did.
you kept it going. You were like, no, I'm gonna no, I'm
No, I'm just
poking
saying
pride.
you brought him up first, and then that just gave me an idea that I mentioned.
I'm sorry. I'm on edge. There was a spider at this desk, and there may be more on the way.
That always happens. You see one spider, and you're like, "There's others."
If there's one, there's 20.
Right? You're
That
on
was
guard.
probably normal.
You're gonna be on guard for the next 2 days.
I've killed enough bugs in Silksong. They're like, this guy's in trouble. We gotta take care of him.
Oh, you know who's not trouble? Dale Griffith.
Del Griffith he's trouble. He's trouble.
Is he though?
He knew he took that cab. He knew it. You can play Midwestern dumb all you want, Del. You know it. You know you took that cab.
I don't know,
You know
man.
you're a nuisance.
Is he a nuisance? He just seems like he's trying to help out. Great company.
Watching this movie made me very uncomfortable because everyone is in those tight airplane seats in their suits, and I am very much not a suit guy. Like even when I'm supposed to be in a suit, I don't want to wear it. And so just watching people travel in suits, watching Steve Martin flip his suitcase and his portfolio case around as he's running just made me so uncomfortable. Like there's too many layers. I get it. Manhattan in New York, especially back in the 80s, was very cold.
I
Not
don't
anymore.
I don't mind a suit, but traveling in one, no thanks.
Yeah, no. Why aren't people wearing sweatshirts and flip flops? Where are the sweatshirts and flip flops?
Yeah, a 3-day road trip is a little too long for me to have my shirt tucked in.
Right, and there's this. And then Dell goes in. They share that hotel room, and he uses all the towels, and that bathroom is just disgusting. And I hated him in that moment too. I was like, why would you just leave? You are rooming with another man, and you leave him nothing but the fucking. You leave him the
I
washcloth.
Yeah, barely a hand towel.
And then I love that this movie is basically about getting from Kansas back to Illinois. Because Wichita is like, I want to say not center Kansas, but kind of eastern Kansas. I'm challenged on the map. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. But the movie's basically about getting through Missouri, which you don't get through it. You don't get through Missouri. You don't.
No.
It just doesn't happen.
Yeah, you're still
love-
there.
This is my favorite road trip movie with St. Louis in it. The other one is Identity Thief, which you know how I feel about that one. I have my one-armed man, and you know about them, either from this podcast or from Hard Drive. You know who my one-armed mans are.
Yeah.
This is just a good buddy road trip movie that you didn't need to over-explain. It now feels like modern-day road trip movies. You have to over-explain everything. The character motivation here has to be clear. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah. It's very simple. He's got to get home for Thanksgiving. That's all you need, right?
Right.
That's all you need. I think the last road trip movie that kept things simple was Due Date.
I was gonna go even earlier than that and say Rat Race. Very simple. Everyone. You set up all these characters. They're all losers. They all need money. You set that up really quick, and then you have these billionaires like playing a game with their life.
Yeah, I mean,
That's my running man.
Due Date is literally just he's got to get home before his wife gives birth.
This guy, I haven't seen that one in a while. Is that one good?
It is.
It's really Galifianakis plays a really good Dell in it, doesn't he? He's really
He does.
out there.
He plays an actor or a struggling actor named Ethan Tremblay.
What a terrible name.
That's his actor name. His real name in the movie is revealed that his real name is Ethan Chase. And he
What the fuck?
no, yeah, it's revealed like his real name is Ethan Chase, but he changed it because he needed an actor's name. And Robert Downey Jr. is like, Ethan Chase is a good actor's name. Ethan Tremblay is the worst name I've ever heard in my goddamn life.
This is back when you could still get Iron Man for a pretty
Yeah.
light price, I bet.
Yeah, Due Date is good. Galifianakis does a good Dale Griffith, but yeah, this is just a simple movie, and
Put
simple is
Galifianakis
good.
in more way. It's a very point A, we got to get to point B.
That's it.
Point A just changed to Wichita. All right, let's try this. It's just the movie is all these modes of transportation simultaneously failing these two men.
Yeah,
And it's beautiful, especially in a time when everything is failing. You're just like, yep, bad customer service there, bad customer service here. Yep, this train broke down and they're making them walk to the highway.
it's just a simple of every place they end up, something goes wrong. So they end up in the motel, they get robbed, they have no money.
And there's not a lot of setup. Like the setup is like blink and you miss it setup. So like when the car catches fire, it's because the cigarette gets flicked back there.
Yeah.
Blink and you miss it. And that doesn't even come into play until later. There just isn't a lot of setup. It's just
Things going wrong.
Things going, and I love that because I feel like way too many road trip movies. Okay, we got to set something up in scene 1, or else when we get to scene 5 and this car breaks down, it's not going to make any sense. It's like no, just have the thing break down for that sake. And I think that's something John Hughes could get away with back in the day.
Yeah, but I do like that the car just burns, and I do like how it's not always Dell's fault, but it's mostly Dell's fault.
It is most like him in the devil costume is very, very much like, yep, you are the problem, Dell. You were the one causing all this.
I don't hate him though.
I don't hate. He's a good man. Hey, he's he's the real deal.
I think anybody other than John Candy would have made this movie insufferable.
Right. And the whole speech, like, cause I remember as a kid thinking like the speech felt like it was way too soon, but you have to have the speech or else you're going to hate this man just as much as Steve Martin.
Exactly. And I can't think of any other actor that could get away with being this annoying and still being likable and charming.
Do you think that was a detriment to John Candy though? Cause wasn't he like very famously like wanted to be liked, wanted people to like be rooting on him, and he's playing this character that's not very rootable?
I don't know because the great thing about John Candy was he's good at playing a character like this who is very annoying, but at the same time you're like, I like the guy. I like him. He's got
even
heart,
when he
he's got soul. Like like he's fucking everything up, and I'm like, I don't know. There's something about him.
You're willing to give him all these chances because he's this lovable bear.
Yeah.
That is broken. And even rewatching this, like he pulls out the picture frame of his wife, and you're like, well, that's weird. No one should have a picture frame of anybody when traveling. Like obviously this lady is not around.
Yeah.
Honestly, the only thing that doesn't really work for me in the movie is the Susan Page, Neil's wife. There's just a weird disconnect between him and his wife, and that's partially just because traveling's going wrong. He's hard to get a hold of somebody on the road, especially when every other phone is like a pay to call or whatever. There
is that weird moment where he's calling her to tell her his plane isn't coming in because of the weather. And he's like, I'm in Wichita. And she's like, why are you in Wichita? And he's like, she's like, well, why are you what does Wichita have to do with anything?
It feels like there was something cut from the movie because then they get to the end and she's coming down the stairs and it's all glowy. She's like, oh, hello, Mr. Griffith. Like, oh my God, is she about to fuck Dell? Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is weird how you don't really see her other than because he does that phone call and then she's gone from the movie and then she comes down the stairs and it's all glowy and it's supposed to like a sweet family reunion, but it's like I feel like they cut a subplot where Steve Martin is like estranged from his family.
Yeah, and I still think this is a 5-star movie even with that little meh. But it feels like all the family stuff, and I know that's the point of the movie to get home to the family, but the family stuff could have been cut. And then, they just have a normal reaction to him coming home and she pecks him on the cheek and go and have turkey.
it feels like there was a family subplot and they were like, "We don't need this," but they didn't refilm the end.
You could have get Dell to the Thanksgiving table and he accidentally saws through the table as he's cutting the turkey.
Odell.
And it,
I do like the moment where Steve Martin, like, leaves him behind and he's going back to his family, and he realizes that Dell doesn't have a family.
I do love when a movie flashes back to things that we've seen. I'm just like, oh, you needed to you needed to fill some time, and I'm kind of here for it. It's the high school paper it's the equivalent of like, oh, I have a word limit I need to reach. Let me write the a few more times.
Really, really good. Normally I don't normally that kinda thing bugs me, like, I don't know if you've seen the 3rd Venom movie?
No, and I haven't seen the first two either, and I don't plan on it.
Okay, so in the 3rd Venom movie, at the end, there's a because, like, Venom the symbiote, I guess, like, sacrifices himself or whatever, and so at the end, there's there's a montage set to Maroon 5 of just, like an Eddie and Venom montage of, like, their friendship or whatever, but it's mostly moments from that movie.
Nothing from the other movies.
I think there's a couple of things from the other 2 movies, but it's mostly just from that one, and it's like, what but I think it works here. I think it like, that kinda thing usually bugs me, but I think it works in this movie because, you know, Dale's just this annoying guy through most of the movie, and you're thinking, "This guy's ruining everything," and it only cuts to the moments where he mentions his wife or his family, and then you're thinking like, "What is oh, yeah, his wife's dead."
Yeah, and I think the movie like makes it very obvious from the beginning if you're paying attention. And so like when because he yeah, what's he say? Like I'm never home
Yeah, I haven't been home, like
in years.
yeah, like, I haven't been home in years or something like that, and
When you're also because I forget what point it was where I was rewatching this. I was like, is this because he's not from Chicago? He's not Dell's not from Chicago,
I don't think so.
and so like Dell never outright says where he's going. So I'm like, don't you think it's kind of weird? This guy's willing to help you and follow you around. And I actually double featured this with Friendship, which was fucking bonkers because they're kind of the same movie. They're just that one crazy guy that you're like, "Ah, I should not have attached myself to this man." And you have the weird central wife character who is like not quite is central to the plot, but not really. I didn't realize how well these movies were going to complement each other, but it was actually pretty funny watching both back to back.
Is Tim Robinson the Dell?
He's the Dell for sure. He's he's like a mixture of Dell and Steve Martin's character Neil. He's a mixture of Dell and Neil. But I also think Tim Robbins' character is got like multiple personality disorder or something like that, or
Hmm.
something going on. Uh, also there's small goofs throughout that really get out of here. Go on, get sorry. Cat was coming to investigate the spider,
The dead spider?
the dead spider, to make sure he was dead, make sure I was safe. I just small little characters that like come and go, like the son picking them up, who's like got the wife in the car, and they're
Yeah,
picking him up in a truck.
and she's gonna carry their luggage, and Steve Martin and Jennifer like, "No, we'll do it." And he's like, "Why? You don't think she's strong?"
Like, get your lazy bones, get your lazy ass out that car, and he's like,
Yeah, yeah, he's
it's just
like
the grossest thing.
she's snorting loogies, and yeah, he's like, "Well, you don't think she can do it herself? She's strong. Her first kid came out sideways. She didn't even scream."
He's got a chaw in and he's spitting, and he like wipes his face and then shakes Steve Martin's hand.
Yeah, or the rent-a-car lady. Amazing.
You're
They
she's
s
great. She's
they
a she's a frequent flyer with John Hughes. She was
yeah,
the assistant in
Ferris
Ferris
Bueller.
Bueller's Day Off.
Yeah, I love how they save all the F-bombs for just that scene. There's no there's, like, no swearing in the whole movie, and you're like, why is this rated this way?" And that scene comes on. Oh,
Need a fucking car right fucking now. Well, you're fucked. Hers is the best one though.
yeah, you're fucked. That scene's great too because, like, you kind of agree with Steve, like, he should be mad, right? Like, they fucked him over, and nobody likes rental car services, and he should be angry, but he's yelling at this sweet little Midwestern lady.
Well, it's the classic. You're not wrong. You're just an asshole.
Yeah.
And you can say that about Steve Martin through this entire movie. Like, you're not wrong. You're just an asshole, Steve. Yeah, man, I'm gonna watch this again. Thanksgiving's in a few days. This is just a good
It's a great movie.
Thanksgiving movie.
It's a perfect
Good road
movie.
trip movie. I will say, even with the weird family stuff, it is a perfect movie.
It is a perfect movie.
You
And
can have
just
flaws and still be a perfect movie.
yeah, and there's just again, there's so many little there's the bit where he's selling to get money, because Dell is a shower curtain ring salesman, which is such an incredible job to give a movie character.
Never again. Never again.
Yeah, he sells only shower curtain rings.
And there's a bit where he's starting to sell him his earrings to make a few bucks.
Yeah, and they show and there's, like, one shot of some teenage girls wearing them as earrings.
There's later on when they're at the diner, there's a woman in the background wearing them.
I didn't notice that.
It's like, I bet he sold her those.
I didn't
bet
notice
he
that.
sold
Yeah, but
those."
there's just, like, a shot of these teenage girls wearing the earrings, and he says something that, like, gets them to buy them, and he's just like, "This is ridiculous. How did they even get those in?"
You all look older. You all look like you're all passing for 18, and
Right.
they're all like, and they hand over their money.
Yeah, and it's
They're like,
so
"Yeah."
ridiculous because how did they even fit these things into their earring hole? And they look so stupid because they're shower curtain rings. They're just big plastic rings.
These were the first gauges, Matt. Don't underestimate the salesman power of Del Griffith.
Yeah, I mean, the first time you see him in the airport, he's reading the Canadian Mounted.
He's a cultured man. He's just like Don Draper was reading a book every other episode. Don and Del are cut from the same cloth.
Must have missed the reading in between all the cheating on his wives.
Del was also an master swordsman. He was laying pipe all across the greater Midwestern United States.
I miss John Candy.
I do miss John Candy. And again, watching this movie in 2025, like, it feels weird because, again, right now everything, at least here in America, is falling apart. And so watching this movie where all these modes of transportation, all these organizations kind of fall apart on these two men, kind of made this a little sadder viewing because, yep, that would happen. Yep, yep, that plane would crash. If you made this movie in 2025, the plane would crash.
Well, yeah, because it didn't pass inspection.
Didn't pass inspection, and someone was like, it's fine.
It was put together with loose screws.
Oh yeah, we almost Kevin Bacon's in this movie.
Kevin Bacon is in this movie. He steals Steve Martin's cab.
Steals his cab. He looked great doing it too.
Yeah.
Was this Bacon's only John Hughes movie, or was he in?
I think
was there
it
another?
I think it
Jonathan
was.
Hughes?
I think this was his like first movie,
Where is
or maybe Animal House was his first movie.
Wikipedia? We need to talk about this. It's okay to have the filmography on their same page. It's okay to have the filmography on their page. We don't need a separate page, you guys. He was in Animal House, Starting Over, Hero at Large, Friday the 13th, Only When I Left, Diner. So this wasn't his first movie.
Really?
Yeah, he was in movies from so Animal House was his very first.
I didn't realize Friday the 13th was before this. It's earlier than I thought it was.
1980. I wouldn't. Okay, Footloose was 8. I was looking for Footloose. I was wondering if this was post or pre. This was post Footloose.
Interesting. Post Footloose, and it's just he's just Taxi Racer.
This is a big get. This is a big get being post Footloose. If this was pre Footloose, they'd be like, yeah, that's cool. Like, he's in it. Tremors wouldn't be for another 3 years. Yeah.
Wow.
They got him. They got him at the right time.
If
this were made today, that would have been. If this were made today, that would have been Glenn Powell racing Steve Martin for the cab.
If this were made today, that would have been some random extra who was paid $10.
Would have been AI. Would have been an AI guy.
Yeah, it would have been.
Wouldn't have even been that random guy. It would have been the random guy's AI scan that he got paid $10.
It would have been some random actress with 15 fingers.
The first 15-fingered actress. First of her kind. This is a 5-star movie, right?
Of course.
Do you have anything else you want to add to it before we give it our dad rating?
I think we covered all the bases. It's just a really good movie. Breezes by.
The only Thanksgiving movie. The only Thanksgiving.
This and Spider-Man.
I do love that, and maybe some goofs have said something about this, but as a man who has made the St. Louis-Chicago drive, not that hectic, guys. It's not that hectic. It's a 5-hour drive. We wouldn't need a hotel stop. But again, these guys are traveling.
You've never
nonstop.
You've never traveled with Del Griffith.
You are right. You are right. I'm being a hater. I'm being no better than Neil deGrasse Tyson. This is 100% dad movie, right?
Of course.
Yeah. No argument there.
Yeah.
Let's get to our Neil deGrasse Tysons, Negative Nancy's.
I got
These
mine
are
up.
folks that watch. These are folks that watch movies and then decide something's wrong with it and decide to tell everyone instead of just keeping that thought to themselves.
Yeah, and by
Uh,
folks we mean Neil deGrasse Tyson. It's him and him alone.
What do you got?
Ahem. Smoking is not allowed in rental cars, so Dell would have had been charged a fee for smoking. I think he would have been charged much more than that for burning the car to a crisp.
This person got so caught up. He's like, he can't do that in that car. Can't do it. That's illegal.
Yeah, I think he'd be charged a destruction fee, not a smoking fee.
I've smoked in a rental car before. Not bad. Like as long as you're not like smoking for like, as long as you're not doing it like the entire drive, you can get away with it.
Yeah, as long as you don't leave like a visible, like a noticeable stench.
Exactly. Don't leave any ashes. Don't leave a stench. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Anyway,
I've done much worse in a rental car.
Fuck you, Neil.
Don't ask me. Fuck you, Neil. I've got two here, and I'm gonna read them just because they're both severely downvoted. Whilst sitting in the meeting, Neil looks at his watch, which shows 4:45. His flight leaves at 6, which would give him 1 hour 15 minutes to get from the center of New York to the airport. That is not physically possible during rush hour. Hey, we got a real New Yorker in the comment section commenting about New York traffic. Hey, shut up.
Yeah, shut up. Shut up, Neil.
Shut up. This is just so this person can say they live in New York. Hey, I live in New York. Good luck getting to the airport, guy. Good luck.
You don't know how it was back then. Maybe that cab driver was willing to run over a few people.
Yeah, drive on the sidewalk. GTA style. Here's another one. Incorrectly regarded as a goof, the plane ticket from New York City to Chicago shows departure at 6 and arrive at Chicago at 6:45. That is possible because of the time change. It would be 6:45 in Chicago due to Central Time with a travel time of 1 hour and 45 minutes. Sounds like this person is correcting somebody, but still, like, shut up.
Yeah, man. Like, let them be wrong. Like, if you're wasting time correcting IMDb goofs people, you
might as well be them.
Yeah, just insult them and move on, like we do.
Oh, I love the people that watch a movie and look for like the boom mics. Like you're paying so much attention. You're like, there's a boom mic. I see it. I see the boom mic. Shut up. The fuck up. They pause it like, look, there it is, and their wife or their roommate's like, cool. It happens.
Is that the more annoying version of the guy who, when you watch Lord of the Rings, it has to tell you, he actually broke his toe there?
Yeah. Or the guy that watches Mission Impossible Fallout, like he actually hurt his ankle here. This is the jump. This is the jump. It wasn't supposed to land like that, but they kept it. They kept it. The guy who,
when you're watching the Phantom Menace is like, their communicators are actually Gillette razors.
Or the guy that watches Always Sunny. It's like, Charlie's really married to the waitress, and Mac's really married to the bird. They don't even call her Caitlin. They call her the bird.
Yeah, man. Who cares?
Like, yeah, man. Like, we get it. You like bar trivia too. I get it. What they can do?
Oh, there's the boom mic.
I'm gonna fucking boom your mic, man.
If you pause this right here at this split second and you look in the mirror, you can see a crew member.
Cool, dude.
Yeah.
Cool.
Or every few months now, I see somebody post that clip from Birdman where he comes down and they're always like, look, you can see the guy unhook his cables walking by. It's like, who gives a shit?
Who gives a shit? But also, like, isn't that the point of the movie, that like he's this faux hero that is like trying to like reemerge? Isn't like the whole point of that movie that like it's all a facade?
Yeah, but like even still, it's like, who cares? Great, you saw the extra unhook his cables because that's how they film movies.
It's just like the people that are like, oh, in the Wizard of Oz, after they get the Tin Man, you can see a munchkin hanging from a tree. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, who cares?
Shut up.
The only one you should be pointing out is the porn in the Rescuers.
Porn in the oh yeah. There. Speaking of Tim Robbins, there was some porn in one of the newer episodes of The Chair Company that kind of surprises you. A character is being reflective. He's watching A Christmas Carol, and it's Scrooge with the ghost of Christmas Future, and she pulls off her hood to reveal a beautiful woman, and then he pulls up, and you see the Long Johnson. You see his big old wiener, and it's actual. I guess it's actual porn because she starts sucking. I was like,
So
whoa,
they're just so they're just
whoa.
showing the porn in
They're
HBO
just
now?
showing. They're just showing the porn. I don't know if it's a real porn or not, but I was like, ah, ah. I'm not a pearl clutcher, but I was like, Jesus Christ,
Wow.
Tim really pushing HBO.
But it's not cable, it's HBO.
It's HBO. Hey, look, The Sopranos. They're not at the bada bing anymore. We got to do something. We got to get the wieners out.
Uh,
Oh, no wheel to spin. We already
no.
busted our dad jokes all over the place.
Yeah.
This
Well,
is this is a bonus episode. What's our next movie? I'm blanking on it.
you mean the next movie that airs after this or the next movie we're watching after this?
The next movie we're watching after.
When Harry Met Sally.
When Harry Met Sally. Is
We're
that streaming anywhere?
starting off the new wheel.
I'll have what she's having. Oh God, it's on MGM Plus.
Damn. I wonder if it's
Might have to pirate this one.
streaming anywhere in God's country, Canada.
Poor Billy Crystal.
What? What happened to Billy Crystal?
All that success and you're a Clippers fan.
Oh, it's not
Poor Bill.
streaming anywhere here either.
Oh, it's on Broadway. They put it on Broadway.
This was actually on TV this morning when I woke up. I should have just watched
What
it then.
channel?
I think it was Showtime.
You missed your chance. Oh
Eh,
yeah, he hosted the Oscars back in the 90s. I forgot about that.
He hosted it like 8 times.
He doing anything?
Think so. Or maybe he's in a show. I think he's in a show.
97th apparently he's gonna he presented in the Academy Awards recently. Before Jimmy Kimmel, he's just been on people's talk shows. He's in Modern Family as himself. I don't know how that works. Did he pull up the comedy ladder behind him?
I don't know.
Is he a ladder puller? I want to find out if Billy Crystal's a ladder puller. It's just like who else is pulling the ladder? Not a Seinfeld. Seinfeld's just a hack now. He's just a hack. It's like, why don't they find my insensitive joke funny?
It's so funny he's one of those "Oh, you can't say anything now, guys," considering he never said his material's never been offensive. It's just like, "Yeah, what's the deal with this?"
Like, Jerry, knock it off. Kramer said the N slur, and you're over here losing your mind now. You made him get on Letterman and apologize through the phone. And now you're complaining that you can't make jokes. Like, I thought oh yeah, Billy Chris. Oh, this was like 10 years ago. He did The Comedians with Josh Gad on FX. I might go back and check that out. FX do be putting out some good comedies that nobody watches. Yep, Josh Gad is Josh, a younger, edgier comic. Whoa, they gave the edge to Gad.
Oh god.
There was something about like the 2010s where people wanted to make movies about, movies and TV shows about younger comedians connecting to older comedians.
Was
and,
there
like,
was
the
there
younger-
more than just funny people?
There was funny people. There was the comedians. I think there was one more. Eisner in it. Eichner. There's 3. I'm trying to think what the last one was. But I think if anything, those 3 prove that mentorship is non-existent. Oh, it's newer, but Hacks is one of them.
True.
Hacks is actually good though compared to those other 3. At least parts of Hacks.
I don't know.
And also,
I don't know
it
how you
rings true in Hacks that like you can't really have a mentor in comedy. You kind of just have to. You're gonna have somebody older than you leeching off of your comedy.
I
Like,
I
write
don't
me
know
funny
how
stuff.
I don't know how you somehow brought this back to Josh Gad.
I find a way.
You do.
You shouldn't have let me do that.
You really do. So before you start talking about him more, I'm just gonna tell everybody subscribe and tell your friends, tell your family, whatever you do, don't tell your mother, and don't tell Josh
Don't.
Gad.
Don't tell Gad. Don't get me started.